You want to fight me? Is that what it is? You want to go to war? Because I'm for real. I'm for real. You done messed up, AA Ron. I'm for real. You want a thumbs down my video? You want to mess? You want to mess with me? I am for real. One thumbs down, and I'm like, oh, thumbs down. And I'm starting to question everything. Everything. If I see 2 thumbs downs, I'm just like, wow. I must not even be making any sense. I must be making folks angry. I need to change my tune because, you know, wow. I just saw the 2 thumbs down on the video today, and I was just like, wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that? What am I gonna do? So this is a message to the trolls. No behavior. To the ones with troll-like behavior. See, I'm the one that always says we should describe people's behavior and not rename people fantastically weird names. It's raining. I don't know if you notice or can hear it. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. I hate how when my hands get wet, my steering wheel feels like it's, I don't know. Like it, I don't know. Huh. So what do you want? What do you want, people that are giving me what do you want? What is it that I'm not doing to make you happy? Because everyone knows, it has been clear since the beginning how much I care about everybody giving me thumbs up. So much the 1 or 2 people that thumbs down my video for 1 day and then somehow go back and erase their thumbs down because it goes back to 0. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. Truly, not a clue. But this is a message to those people. Or you can change my mind. You guys can redirect me. Feel free. The rain sounds good. Maybe I should just stare. Maybe you should just ride with me today and I should just be quiet. I'm up for that. I don't have to talk. Especially if it's going to result in getting thumbs down. I just can't. My fortitude, my ego is just not strong enough. Maybe you're not familiar with what fortitude means. But my ego, I just don't have the ego for it. It damages my ego. I don't know. There's lightning. That's cool. I always teach my, I'm just going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. I teach my daughters. I was going to make the whole video about, you know, people that have troll-like behavior. I'm not motivated. I need more thumbs down. You guys feel free to thumbs down. Thumbs down. Oh, yeah. Larry King. It was you or somebody was asking this morning. Yes, I've gotten all the donations. What I was explaining was YouTube won't allow the paypal.me/DevinJump link to work unless you put a www in there. That's all I was saying. The link won't be clickable unless you throw a www in there. That's all I was explaining. But yes, I've received all your guys' support, as I've mentioned, and I'm thankful, very, very thankful. And, you know, I never know. I never know who those people are that are thumbing down. Maybe it's because they can't reach the thumbs up. Maybe they're so short, they just can't reach the thumbs up button. I'm not here to judge. I'm a short guy. I get it. I'm supposedly like an inch shorter than the average man in America. A whole inch. 5'7". So, the shame of it, right? So I try and teach my daughters, never be afraid of the thunder. Thunder is good news. Thunder means you're still alive. Thunder means you're still alive. Yeah, it's a warning that that something happened, but as long as you're always hearing the thunder, it's always good news. It's happy. It's good. And that the lightning comes so fast, there's not anything you can do about it. So, I mean, there is. You can prepare and put yourself in the right circumstances, like not holding a metal pole or hanging out near a bunch of trees. I mean, there's all that. I don't mind those sorts of things, at least for single digit age children. Once you're like 15 and and your parents are still saying stuff like that, then it's kind of like, yeah, okay. But I tell my kids, just, you know, it's good news that there's thunder. It means you're not dead. They're like, what? You know, my daughters are 7 and 6. I mean, they're beginning to understand the concepts of life and death, but you know, it's not easy. It's not easy. All right, what else? What else? Oh, I know. It's normal. It's normal. Thunder and lightning it pales in comparison to the presence of God in regards to the awe and the fear that we experience when there's a massive thunderbolt. Thunder, I know it's lightning bolt, but you know, thunder from a lightning bolt, whatever. You get the point. Massive lightning, like 20 feet away, and it's just explosive in power. And we're like, oh! You know, the presence of God is way, way more serious than that. Why does a metal detector have anything to do with detecting on the beach after a storm? Are you talking about a metal detector will pick up the lightning glass? Because you know, that'd be interesting. Rift Bear keeps on advertising for Discord. That's fine. It's fine. We need to have conversations. Gotcha, Mr. Partisan. Gotcha. There are a lot of things that help us acknowledge the awesomeness of God. I retitled my April Fool's video to literally April Fools. I don't know if anybody noticed, but you know. I figured I wouldn't delete it. There's some good stuff in there. But, literally April Fool's, right? So tonight is Thursday. Yeah, I'm still a little suspicious. I'm just kidding. Not suspicious at all about that. If you all knew what I was actually suspicious about, my subscribers would go to -0.4. Let's still watch Owen. You're suspicious of Owen? Nah, not really. You know, for entertainment value, yeah, I am. For like, you know, it's not a ooh-ah kind of thing. I'm not trying to say ooh-ah. Doesn't matter. I told 3 guys. They said, yeah, that won't go over very well. You know, you can make up any conspiracy theory. And it can sound relatively, well, that's the whole thing about specious. That's the whole thing about the word specious. It sounds good on the surface, but in fact, it's false. That's the definition. And many people have specious arguments, are specious with their assumptions. That's why people fall for all these internet celebrities, is because they're very good at being specious, and people are lazy. And the conclusion, the moral of the story, as I continue to tell you, well, what do you think of what do you think is going on with the Jews, Gospel Bear? What do you have to say about the Jews? I have to say, fear God and keep His commandments. Yeah. But what about what about Zionism and AIPAC and the Jewish lobbyists, and what about the Noahide laws and how that's going to change our life, and everything's going to go? I say, fear God and keep His commandments. Yeah, but how do you do that if everything around you is crumbling? I say, fear God and keep His commandments. You can't do that if you're dead. It's not important anymore if you are. Because guess what you do once you're dead? If you abided in Christ, if you were saved, you continue to fear God and worship Him for eternity. And there will be no crying, no more tears. So, I've got some verses to share with you guys, but they're on my phone that I'm filming from, and I'm driving. Well, you should have written them down so that you could read them while you're driving. Oh yeah? That's what I should have done? I thought about it. It's all good. I'd rather announce something and leave you in suspense. You know what? You're kind of gimmicky. Now that I think of it, you're kind of a gimmicky kind of guy. Is that the case? Okay. Maybe I'm a gimmick. What does gimmick even mean? What's the origin of that word? You are a gimmicky dude. So gimmicky. I don't even like you. And you constantly talk about yourself in the third person. And that's really annoying. Am I the only one that does that? Obviously not. I like the internal dialogue, guys. I like sharing it with you. You know, I present hypothetical arguments against myself constantly. And guess who wins? Guess who the winner is every time? It's like when I used to play. Did I used to play 2-player games against myself just to see how high of a score I could get? Yeah. Oh, I did that. Absolutely I did. Did I use cheat codes all of the time? I spent years. Let me tell you more about the video game thing, guys. From the beginning of the 1990s, when I first started playing video games with the Nintendo Entertainment System, as soon as the game Genie became a thing, I wanted it. I wanted to cheat. Do you know why? Oh, because you're lazy and you really weren't good at the video games and you could never beat them, and you're just that kind of kids you and make fun of you because you use cheat codes like, you know, 75 to 95% of all other game players, and it is what it is. But I didn't. Okay, maybe. There's another reason why I always wanted to stop myself from playing video games too much. Always. I always knew that I played too much, and every time I could use a cheat code, I would stop playing that game. And then I'd go back to it, and then I'd cheat some more. And then I got interested in making my own cheat codes and trying to break the game or discover some type of alternative way of playing. Legend of Zelda was a big one, using levitation codes and all these different things, and exploring the boundaries of the game. I'm a kind of a non-conformist. But anyway, I recognized as I got older, I didn't want to play the game forever, and it was slightly related to impatience. But I appreciated challenge, but I never played a game without cheat codes all the way through. And I don't think there's a game that I played all the way through without cheat codes and made it to the end. Maybe Civilization. I did with Civilization, but that's a different game. Super Nintendo. Anyway. And now, I'm 33. I'm 33. And I finally understand from all the different angles. I now understand how I can be an ex-gamer. Now, there are certain games that I'm never playing again because of cost-benefit ratio. One of the things I haven't talked about much on here is the concept of the cost-benefit ratio and the concept that everything costs. Bruh, you should have gone. I tried to let you. You got plenty of room though. You're fine. You're fine. It's fine. We're all fine. Alright, cost-benefit ratio, and everything costs. That's a principle of life you need to remember. Everything costs. the gift of salvation is free. Yeah, but what do you have to lose in order to be saved? Well, that's kind of a trick question there, Gospel Bear. And really deep. That's really deep. And kind of a trick question. Maybe it is. I stand by my statement as potentially true, as mostly true, but not absolutely true. Everything costs. Okay? I'm just going to stand by that as a more than likely true statement. Everything costs. And it's kind of the law of conservation of energy. It has to do with that scientific principle that I think is a pretty valid one. Except for God. God defies all those laws. He's the one that can violate all those laws. But anyway, well, I digress. So cost-benefit ratio. Why am I never going to play PUBG ever again? Or let's say they come out with the most amazing virtual reality battle royale survival game of all time. And why am I not going to play it? Let's say they come out with a real-life Avatar, like as legit as the movie, 100%, the most amazing thing ever. Why am I not going to play it? I already have, and I already get it, and value. It doesn't have what I need. It doesn't have what I need. So do you think you're better than somebody that plays something like that then? Now that you're not playing it, do you think you're better than them? No. You think you're more grown up? You think you're more mature? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. There's a lot of ways that I'm not mature. But the thing is, I want to grow. The thing is, I want to love His law. The Logos is the law. And I want to love it. And I want more of it. And I'll keep repeating that Logos is the law, and the law is Jesus. And you can't have one without the other, because people keep on getting confused. Well, I must be boring some people with this topic. Or YouTube just thinks that it can discourage me from talking about it. Doesn't matter. So, cost-benefit ratio, I won't ever play that. What will I play? Chess with a friend. Words with Friends with my mom and my wife. A board game with a group of friends. Pinball, maybe. Cost-benefit ratio. And the most important thing that I will tell myself is it doesn't have what I need. And I can't argue against that. And we need, obviously we need the armor of God, and we need His Word. We need Scripture. We need to arm ourselves with Scripture. And I probably need to do a better job of thinking of Scriptures related, like Philippians 4. Thanks for your engine noise there, big boy. Not the guy, the the car hauler, calling the car hauler the big boy. It could have been a girl driving. I don't know. I didn't even see the driver. There are female truckers. But yeah, it doesn't have what I need. And Philippians 4. And that typically is... Most video games are a violation of Philippians chapter 4. So, there's that. Not all, but most of them are. So here's what I noticed. I deleted the game today from my phone. I think I may have mentioned to some of you that I hadn't deleted it yet. PUBG Mobile. If I were to tell you, 365 days, I played 365 days. At least 365 days. And I played an average of 3... I say over the course of those 365 days, I averaged 2.5 to 3 hours, somewhere in there. Let's just say it was 3. Over 1,000 hours. Over 1,000 hours. That's 25 weeks. 25 weeks of work. Doing my math right? Yeah. 25? 22? Okay, 22. 22 and a half. No, 25. It was 25. Anyway, I don't know why I'm having difficulty with that. That shouldn't be that hard. It's obviously right the first time. Yeah, I was right the first time. 25. I don't know what was happening in my brain just then. That was weird. That's a lot of time that I didn't get paid. Actually, a good portion of that time was during work breaks. However, a lot of it wasn't. And could I have been doing freelancing online or some other more productive activity or learning or anything, and have been making money during that 1,000 hours? Yes, I could have. And you know what I did make from that video game? Was $45. How did I make that? I joined Fiverr, and I published a little Fiverr ad that I would play PUBG with somebody for money. And nobody wanted me to play PUBG for money. That people asked, but they weren't willing to pay. Instead, I had people that were selling video game equipment, and they mailed it to me and paid me to make videos for them and then upload video reviews on a certain website. I know. $45 for 1,000 hours. The cost benefit. The cost benefit. It's just... artificial hero, guys. That's what it goes back to the subject of artificial hero. And we need missions that accomplish something. We need missions. We need a fight. We need something that we can accomplish. All of that is good. And we need to be accomplishing peaceful missions that have a good result. We need that. We need that. It's good for us. It's how we were designed. But there are sneaky things that can try to sneak in and replace what we could otherwise be doing. Raymond, that is why I'm trying to do what I'm doing on my channel. We talk about call to action, right? Oh, you should never have a call to action. That depends on what the action is. My call to action for you all is constantly to open your Bible, to pray, to actually have in-group preference, to send money or pay money, to donate, to actually purchase in-group preference skills and things. And that's my call to action, and for us to work. And for us to work together to get abortion mills shut down. So I don't actually spend that much time watching other streams. So on my lunch break today, I'm eating my food, multitasking, eating my food, and I watched a VLDL video about Monopoly money, which was hysterical. I know you guys probably don't know who VLDL is, Viva La Dirt League. They're rated PG-13. They're not wholesome. They're not. I'm not recommending them to you. I'm just telling you. You know, maybe one day I won't watch PG-13. I don't know. But VLDL, check them out if you want. No obligation. It's not an endorsement. But I watched their Monopoly money video. It was spot on. They do a great job with their social commentary. And then Sunday Cool Teas. Yeah, this video I started the video off talking about the people that are finding my videos to thumbs down. But then mysteriously, I'll have one or two thumbs downs, and then I'll check it the next day and it'll show 0. And I'm like, what happened? Did you change your mind? That's great, man. It's great. But renew your mind, Raymond. Make sure to refresh your mind with scripture, Philippians chapter 4, and stay prayed up. When you're going down rabbit holes, there's some really treacherous waters. You don't want to get swept away and bitter or angry or any of that. You want to stay focused on the right mission. So whether it be a thumbs down from a troll-bearing behavior person, a person with troll behavior, whatever it is that's getting you down, discouraging you, making you cry yourself to sleep at night, you know, sucking your thumb for hours and hours in a fetal position because 2 people thumbs down your video. If that's what's happening to you, like it hypothetically could happen to me, because somebody, and pray with somebody. I had a great time of prayer this morning with a great friend from church, and it was really good. And then I went off to work, and I had another day that reminded me of how not awesome I am, and I thank God for that. I had to humbly apologize to my supervisor and the sub-supervisor I had to apologize. I said, I thought I could do it the way that I wanted to do it, just as good as the way I was being told to do it. And I was horribly wrong. I'm sorry. I will do my best to make up for it. And I have great supervisors. I really do. I'm thankful for them. Very thankful. And my supervisor said, learning the lesson is apology enough. Thank you. It's just so encouraging. Such a supportive environment. I'm thankful for that. Thankful for that. I'm growing, and they're letting me grow. I haven't been kicked to the curb yet, and I'm learning to stop letting arrogance get in the way of success, because I think that it has in the past, and I'm trying to be a humble learner. I'm like, oh no, but I'm an expert at efficiency, and I know the fastest and best ways. Well, sometimes, in a pretty serious kind of way. What was taking me 45 minutes could have taken me 14 minutes. That's a drastic difference. And I was fooling myself, basically. And anyway, grace, guys. God's grace is all around us. It's amazing. Interesting. Is that why it's raining? Because the heavens are weeping for me? So, it's Thursday night. I expect to be doing a stream tonight. It'll probably be short. There are other ways. What is one of the... Go work at Starbucks part-time. All you have to do... I mean, I know 20 hours is a lot, but go pick up a random... If you're up for an adventure, okay? If you work 20 hours a week at Starbucks, if you work 20 hours a week at Starbucks, you get insurance. And they have the best dental insurance that exists. When I was working there 11 years ago, it's amazing. $3,000 a year before any dollar in the pocket. $3,000 they would cover, and then it was out of pocket. But nothing came out of my pocket up to $3,000. That's a lot. I've never been with any other company, AT&T, yeah. You can work at a company without adhering to all of their political views, just for the record. So anyway, get a job at Starbucks and you'll learn to be ambidextrous in about a month or two. And your hand-eye coordination will massively increase because you've got to constantly be moving from left to right or right to left, depending on the layout of the store. And then if you really want to increase your hand-eye coordination and everything, then you go to a different store that has a reverse flow. So instead of doing your drinks right to left, you'll do your drinks left to right. And it's really good for your brain. I did that all the time. Picked up shifts wherever I could. And it was fun. All right, not sure. All right, I get it. You're really, really embracing the movie Idiocracy. I get it. I just didn't realize anybody out there truly embraced that. Like, do you literally think that Terry Crews is president? I'm sorry, not Terry Crews. El Presidente Comancho. Anyway, I get it. I can play along a little bit. I get it. Not I the comedian that really loves that movie. So cost-benefit ratio. We have to evaluate the things that we're doing with our time and finding out, are we the things that we're doing, are we doing the things that we need in our life? Are we doing the things we need? And one of the things I don't need is video games. I don't need them. And that's good. It's a good realization. Yeah, verbal de-escalation is an extremely verbal de-escalation is an extremely important skill. Yeah, you saw the person that was walking by in the middle of the rain. It's kind of weird. Looked like he was wearing a mask, but I wasn't. Like a mask, like one of those $3,000 masks. But it might have been his real face. It was very much masky like. How could you tell if it was one of those $3,000 masks? It just kind of looked like a mask, but you know, it's all good. So, are you doing the things that you need in your life? Is there anything in your life that you know you don't need and you feel stuck? And you feel like if you were to remove it from your life, you would fall apart and you wouldn't know what to do and things might go crazy. Guys, that's a massive aspect of what the purpose of my stream is for. Promo code paypal.me/DevinJump. Promo code paypal.me/DevinJump. DEVINJUMP. Promo code. I wonder if promo code is a PayPal that you could send money to. Wouldn't that be funny? PayPal.me/promo code. I bet it exists. I bet that exists. You know, I was looking at the road the whole time I was talking about promo codes. That's all good. It's all good. All right. That's it. That's it. We're done here. We are done. Okay? Go thumbs down my video. Send me into the depths of despair. Obviously not. Only a moron would place their value and worth on the number of thumbs ups or the ratio. Only a moron? Are you serious? That's kind of harsh. And I thought you said not to call people names. I didn't call anybody a name. It is okay to say that would be a moronic thing to do. That was stupid. That was moronic. That was ignorant. That was uninformed. That was specious. There are clever ways to educate somebody about what they're doing wrong. There are clever ways to correct somebody. You don't have to insult somebody to teach them. There's no one. You get my point? You don't have to make fun of somebody to teach them. Yeah, but they need to know how much of a fill in the blank they are. They need to know. They probably already know, but they don't know how to change. You know why? Because they probably don't have Jesus in their heart. So you probably should share the gospel with them if you really care about people changing. Otherwise, you just care about making yourself feel better, and you're a bully, and you just want to make fun of people so that you feel better about how crappy you are. Wait, did you just call me crappy? No, it's a crappy thing to do, to call people names. Yeah, but that's like a cuss word. No, it's a behavioral description. Wow, I just don't get you at all. You got some conflicting messages. I really don't get it. I think you don't get it. Oh, I get it. Guys, if there's anything in your life that you're, I used to be a noob. Now I'm not a noob. Y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta watch Gen Z Bible translation by Sunday Cool Teas. Go watch that video. I'm signing off. Sunday Cool Teas Bible translation Generation Z. Go look it up. I used to be a noob. Now I'm not a noob. When I was a child, I thought like a child. That verse, all that stuff. I used to be a noob. Now I'm not a noob. What's a noob? You're a noob. Go watch Sunday Cool Teas Generation Z Bible translation.